guys, fun fact, I actually know this guy. We went to college together and we didn't call him Chris Brown. Let's get into it. Hi guys, my name is Sandakati and welcome to my YouTube channel where I give you my takes and opinions on trending topics happening worldwide. Today I'm going to be talking about Married at First Sight Season 2 and I'm going to be focusing particularly on this couple, which is that's another video, which is Nkululeko and Makoto. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. I'm Zulu, but it's spelled Makoto, so it's Makoto or Makoto. I'm not sure, but this is the couple I'm going to be discussing because I know one of them on a personal basis. I went to college with one of them, the one that's an online entrepreneur, the guy, and just based on how I am perceiving him on TV, I feel as though they are going to be the most interesting couple on this season. One has to reach some type of compromise in order for the relationship to work. Because I don't see them being able to compromise together. I don't see them being able to ukuzehlisa. And uyabona ukuthi uNkululeko expects uMakhoto ukuthi kube yena uzehlisayo. And Numahoza, I believe she feels like she's put in a corner because ultimately she is the woman. And traditionally in a marriage, the woman has to be submissive. And if that is the case, if Kuleo expects Mahoto to be submissive, the problem with that is the fact that they are not married. Like Married at First Sight, I know they're modeling a marriage, but they are not married. Like they didn't sign anyway. So the respect will be different. Unkululeko can't expect to respect from Mahoto engamenzelanga lutho. Like for us women, like the things you do for us, those are the things that buy submission and respect. If you haven't done anything for us but you expect us to respect you off bat, we take it like as if you're entitled. We take it as entitlement. So I feel like Makoto, rightfully so, she has the right to be offended because who do you think you are telling me that I can't do this, I can't do that when you haven't even done anything for me? You need to get to know me for who I am, and then only then can we then go forward in terms of how you expect me to treat you in the marriage, because we'll be in a real marriage. But right now you don't have any leg to stand on. We're trying to figure it out together. And Nkululeko, it's as if like he wants to like enforce his beliefs on her, like indoctrinate her into becoming what he wants for his own, in order for him to be comfortable. And it's like, or for the betterment of his own ego. And it's like a marriage, like I don't see it working because Mahoto is a person that clings on, like she seems like a strong woman that clings on to like what she believes in. But then again, she is a woman and her biological clock is ticking. So I do see her during the course of this, if she falls in love with him, for her to basically drop her guard down because she's already open to it, going in. Kulego, I feel like he has a big ego. I feel like people like they don't see how big of an ego he has. And I caught it yesterday because they went to a counseling session, a therapy session, and then after that, Nkululeko was like, he had never been supported, or a woman has never showed up for him like Humahoto did in that moment, and because of that, he felt like she deserved to be his wife. And I was like, what the hell is that supposed to mean? She deserved to be your wife, as if being his wife or him being her husband comes with this great honor. And it's like, dude, you're an online entrepreneur. It takes more than looks to make a relationship work. It can't be only based on looks or would say a person is lucky to have you. And let me tell you guys, he says in school they called him Chris Brown. I was in college with him. Nobody called him Chris Brown. And in college he was very talkative. I remember he used to hang out with girls only. It was like him and another guy and like 2 to 3 girls, and he was not nobody thought he was Chris Brown. He was not popular. He just fit in. But then again, we all went to a media school, so we all had strong personalities, so nobody really shunned out, but he was just Nkululeko, and I didn't even know his name until I watched him on my Married at First Sight. So, and I went to school with him, so I feel like he needs to, I guess, see ego yake. It's not everything about him. Marriage is literally about the two of you in compromise. And Makoto, I feel like she's hard and stubborn, but to some degree, I do see her bending her will for him because he showers her with affection. He's handsome. he's good with his words. I can see her being chomped by him down the line. And the fact that they have, and we women are more emotional, the fact that they have a mutual friend who'll be like, oh, maybe that's a sign, maybe he is the one, you know. And I do see her at the end falling for him and then basically giving in to him, and he knows that, you know. And because he's well spoken and handsome, but that's not enough. He's an online entrepreneur. I don't even think he has a car. I don't think he has his own house. I don't know who's going to pay the bills, you know. And he even wants Makhoto to turn down work as kahle ukuthi kwayena akasebenzi kahle or akasebenzi at all. Who's gonna pay the bills if Makhoto needs to decline? He said yesterday, and I quote, Makhoto needs to decline club appearances because now she's a married woman. And it's like, okay, I don't think Makhoto was like, I need to work, you know. It's like my job, and I get where she's coming from. And to some degree, I get where Nkululeko was coming from also, because a married woman can't be in clubs, man. Like I feel like when you're married, there's certain things you just leave, and if your husband is uncomfortable by certain things you do, you can compromise. Or what's the point of marriage, you know? Um, and I view marriage kind of traditionally also, but overall, if Nkululeko can't provide for Makhoto in a real way, he can't expect to turn down work. That's very egotistical. Like, he's just a very egotistical guy, I feel, and I feel like it's gonna be quite the show. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comment section. If you agree with this, please do press subscribe for more of my videos and the like button. Goodbye and have a beautiful day ahead. So guys, I am a media student. I graduated from Boston Media House in 2019. I had been going there for 5 years to complete a diploma in public relations in media studies, specializing in public relations. That's the one. That's how you know I'm not using my diploma, because how do I not know what I qualify for? But yeah, specializing in PR, but media studies as a whole, right? So he was in my college, and he is a media person. That should tell you that he is all for the camera. He's all for the media. So to some extent, I have been questioning his intent of coming to the show, because Mutatu Bega, when you look at what he does, like his profession, he is an online entrepreneur, and an online entrepreneur is literally a spectrum of things. And the thing with being an online entrepreneur is that you can't really track the success within that sphere, because it's not a defined career path, right? So you don't really know what's the online entrepreneur kanjani, what is he doing online. So kahle kahle ungathola ukuthi maybe he's using the show as a come up. Mahoto has also been quite honest about the fact that she is in the entertainment industry, but it's as if she works more in the retail space within the industry, like the marketing space, like club promoting and things of that nature. I believe that because she was, during yesterday's episode, which was episode 3, she was talking about the fact that she sometimes needs to go and make appearances in clubs and MC, because she is in the industry in that way, you know. So okay, just based on that, I don't believe the validity of their union. I feel like it's just for clickbait. It's just to give us entertainment. They're there for entertainment purposes, not necessarily because they genuinely want marriage, you know, because they're both in the entertainment sphere. And guys, I don't know if you catched it, or caught it, but on the very first episode when they met on the altar, the girl basically said, "I know you," you know. And I believe that was just a hint to the viewer, you know, that for us to expect the unexpected, because they know each other. So already History San Labo is starting on not shaky ground, but it's starting on it's giving us intrigue, you know. So I believe that they're there for the entertainment value, not necessarily for marriage. And if they are for marriage, they're for like truly for marriage, for like the good intentions, or they're there for both exposure and marriage. um they're so incompatible. They're so incompatible, and it's a thing of one has to surrender what they want from the relationship in order for the relationship to work, because